Hi, thank you for coming, everybody in the audience and everybody at home, to the unscheduled February 19th meeting. This wasn't a regularly scheduled meeting, so we do have 4 of us here tonight. Lorraine Brew will not be here tonight. Tonight we'll have citizens input at 7 p.m. 7:10 public hearing, application for an alteration of premises for the all-alcohol restaurant license at Jake and Joe's Restaurant. And it's 7:15, or if not, earlier than that. Stephanie Meyer from Olive Garden Restaurant, application for a change of manager to Karen Charlesworth to Stephanie Mayer. I believe that's how you pronounce that. At Olive Garden at Patriots Place. And Jimmy, could you do the pledge, please?
Yep. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So we have a public hearing for 7:10, but first we'll do citizens input. Anybody here for citizens input? Seeing none. We're not going to have the public hearing at 7:10. We're just going to postpone it. So is it okay to start that, Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay, so Linda, could you read the public hearing notice, please?
The Board of Selectmen of the Town of Foxborough acting as a...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we
I
can't. It has
apologize.
to go to the 10.
Brain dead.
7:10.
Public
We can
hearing,
jump
no,
to...
you can't start until 7:10. My apologies.
Manager.
Yeah, okay. Is there anybody here from Olive Garden? Seeing none, would anybody like to talk about anything?
The one meeting on chair and it just falls apart.
It's crumbling fast up here.
Same.
Well, I don't know what we're going to talk about. Anybody got anything you want to talk about at all? A couple of minutes?
No, they just want to change the manager, so it's not a public hearing or anything, so...
But there's nobody
not here.
here from Olive
I
Garden.
had called and talked to her, but I don't know if she, you know, she's
I don't
waiting till
think they're
7:15,
coming.
but-
I haven't heard of it. It's, you know, they should be here, but I
You
didn't
don't
think they were coming.
Yeah, I did.
We did tell them,
Yeah.
so hopefully they'll show up at 7:15. We'll see.
Jimmy, anything you've been working on? Anything to update the board on?
No, nothing that jumps out.
I haven't been working on anything that we should be discussing right now, so... I think maybe we should just take a 10-minute break there, Frank, because
Yeah, you'll only have,
at 10 past, I
you only
can
have 6
open the
minutes to
minute.
break now, so.
Okay. All right, we'll take a
5.
5-minute recess, and we'll see you back here at 10 past 7. Okay, welcome back. Linda, could you read the legal notice, please?
Yep. The Board of Selectmen of the Town of Foxborough, acting as a local licensing authority pursuant to MGL Chapter 138, will conduct a public hearing on Tuesday, February 19th, 2013, at 7:10 p.m. in the Andrew Gala Jr. Meeting Room, 40 South Street, Foxborough, on an application to alter the premise of an annual all-alcoholic beverages restaurant license for Grand Slam Restaurant Concepts Foxborough LLC, DBA Jake and Joe's, 25 Foxborough Boulevard, Foxborough, Mass. Manager Gerard Figurino.
Thank you.
Before we begin, I'm just going to recuse myself. I don't do work for Jake and Joe's, but I do work for the property owner of Jake and Joe's, so.
Thank you. Kevin, anything you want to say?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, thank you. So what the board needs to do here is to continue this hearing to next week, and I will give you the time in just a minute. And the reason is this. While we discovered that what they had built was not consistent with the plan that had been filed when the building inspector went up to do his routine inspection, and he always takes the plan that's filed with the license to compare them, found that it was very different. The owners didn't realize that they needed to come in with a different plan. So it's just an unfortunate error, because they've never, as many restaurants as they own and as good a reputation as they have, and they have a fantastic reputation, they've actually never opened a new place. It's always been other restaurants that were already active. So this is kind of a new endeavor for them. So once we identified that, we told them that they needed to file this petition, an application for alteration of premises, which requires a public hearing, and we were able to make this agenda tonight. Unfortunately, the application that goes to ABCC for a change of for alteration of premises requires them to restate the corporate ownership. During the process between when they got the permit from you folks and when they actually constructed it, a partner who's been involved in some other restaurants came forward and asked, he'd initially said he wasn't interested, but during this construction, he came back to them and he said, could he become interested? So he became a financial partner as well, but the paperwork that had originally been submitted didn't reflect this partner. So when the alteration of premises, the council was filling it out to send to ABCC and to give to you, you realized that not only did they need an alteration of premises, but they also needed a change of stock ownership. Unfortunately, that was realized too late because it also requires a hearing, and we couldn't get it on to this agenda tonight. So the change of stock ownership petition is on for next week. So if you table this to then you can do them both in the same night at the same time, like a minute apart, and you'll end up considering them at essentially the same time. And then the board can vote as you deem appropriate.
Okay. Thank you. Does anybody have anything to add? I'll entertain a motion.
So I move that we postpone the application for an alteration of the premises of Jake and Joe's to February 26th at 8:30.
Yeah, do you know the
Yeah,
time?
it's
for the-
8:30.
Yeah, 8:31, if you will, because that puts it exactly 1 minute apart from the 8:30 hearing. That way you're able to consider them both.
Got a second?
Second.
Motion made, second. Any more discussion? All's in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Thank you.
my pleasure. Okay, is there Stephanie Meyer?
By the way, just a note for the board. There's no real contest here about the ownership, about the construction, or anything. I think at the end of the day, when you see it, you're going to be quite impressed. And if you get a chance, you're very much invited to go down there prior to next week and physically look at it. I've been down there, Chairman's been down there, and I think what they've done is quite impressive. But it's a technicality that's different than what they filed, so they got to go through that process. But I think it's going to be a real credit to the community.
Stephanie, you want to come forward? Sit at the table, please. All right, and just for the record, you have her name, right?
Yes, I do.
All right. Board, want to explain what the situation is at Olive Garden?
Yes, we're just looking to have the liquor license changed into my name as the manager on premises.
Any questions from the board? The application looks in order, right? Okay, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the request for a transfer of manager, transfer of license to the manager that's in front of us, and I apologize.
Stephanie Meyer.
Stephanie Mayer, okay.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye. Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Drive careful.
Thank you, I will. Have a good night.
Good. Anything else?
That's it, Mr. Chairman, Acting Chairman.
Okay, motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Don't want to suggest there's a coup going on or anything, you know.
Okay, thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time.